Hello students, today will we discuss about offering apology. ओके आज का हमारा टॉपिक है क्षमा याचना यानी apology. An apology is a statement that expresses regret over an action or ask pardon for a fault or offense. An effective apology both acknowledges responsibility and expresses remorse. Statements such as I am very sorry, how can I make up for this, and won't ever do that again are examples of the way in which we can admit that we are at fault and that we regret our actions. Good apology can prevent small problems from escalating and are a useful tool in conflict resolution. An effective apology, one that is thoughtful, genuine, and timely, can ease tensions, restores trust, and benefits both parties. On the other hand, an insincere apology can make matters worse. Most people can sense when someone is being insincere, and they may become even more offended than they initially were. When people feel that they have been wronged and fail to receive the apology they deserve, they often continue to feel hurt and restaurant and are more likely to seek revenge or punishment. As you might imagine, it becomes much more difficult to resolve the offense and to move forward. Okay, हम हाउ टू ऑफर एन एपोलॉजी, किस तरीके से हम क्षमा याचना करें. सबसे पहले एक्सप्रेसिंग रिग्रेट. एक्सप्रेसिंग रिग्रेट इज वर्निस प्राइमरी एपोलॉजी लैंग्वेज. टू हर एन एपोलॉजी इज फर्स्ट टू her and language. Apology in first and foremost emotional. Someone truly feels bad about what they have done. An apology must show that someone sincerely feels regretful, guilty, or ashamed. Melvin says, I am sorry, what his voice tone says panic. Vernice is picking up on his tone, not his words. She wants to know there's real regret behind his apology, not just that he can say the words. Expressing regret sounds like I feel awful about what I have done. Next, accepting responsibility. Vernice's secondary apology language is accepting responsibility. She wants to hear the other person's know it is their fault. This is simple as saying, I was wrong, but as simple as it sounds, many of just can't say those words. We can say you were wrong. We can say politicians are wrong. But we can't quite say I was wrong. But that's all that someone with the accepting responsibility apology language wants to hear, a simple admission of fault. Melvin's apologizing, but he's not saying that he was wrong. Next, genuine repentance. Genuine repentance is similar to expressing regret in that it must come from the heart, but it must also come with a promise to change so that problem doesn't happen again. Even though Melvin may plan to change going forward, Perhaps by reading every dialogue box twice before clicking a button. If he does not say so earnest, she won't know that genuine repentance sound like I am sorry if won't happen again. Next time I will read the dialog box twice before clicking a button, and I shall turn on autosave and make backups. Next, requesting forgiveness. Requesting forgiveness asks the injured person to forgive. It lets them know they were wronged, that forgiveness is needed to repair the relationship. Even though you may believe that a request for forgiveness is implied in any apology, someone whose apology language is requesting forgiveness needs to hear it out loud. An apology can be as simple as saying, I was wrong. Keep in mind that a request for forgiveness won't necessarily be granted. The apology shows that you recognize the needs to be forgiven. Next, making restitutions. Finally, we come making restitutions. Making restitutions involves justifying the wrong and finding a way to make amends. You gotta make up for what you did. How you make up for it depends on the person. You have to make up for it in a way that the other person values. If you say, I'm so sorry, here is a pair of tickets to the game Sunday evening, to someone who prefers cooking to sports, you are not making amends. Here is a pair of tickets to the filming of Iron Chef. Sunday evening will work much better. माफ़ी की पेशकश कैसे करें, यानी कि हाउ टू ऑफर ऑन apology. Are you involved a conflict in which you must apologize to someone? Here are some elements you might want to include. Acknowledge what you did. I arrived an hour late for our meeting and did not make my presentations. Take responsibility for your actions and admit that you made a mistake or behaved inappropriately. I know that people were counting on me to desire our project and was my responsibility to let people know that I was running late. I know that I was wrong. Acknowledge the impact that your actions may have had on other people. This might include rushed feelings, inconvenience, stress, or other costs. My absence created a great deal of confusion among the other team members, made us appear to be disorganized, and meant that everyone had to work later. Apology for having caused pain or having done damage. I am sorry for that. माफ़ी क्या है? एक ऐसा बयान है जो कार्रवाई पर खेद व्यक्त करता है। व्यक्ति अपनी गलती या अपराध के लिए क्षमा मांगता है। एक प्रभावी माफ़ी दोनों जिम्मेदारी स्वीकार करती है और पश्चाताप व्यक्त करती है, यानी मुझे बहुत खेद है, मैं इसकी भरपाई कैसे कर सकता हूँ, या इस तरीके से मैं ऐसा फिर कभी नहीं करूँगा। इस तरीके के एग्जाम्पल हो सकते हैं, ओके, जिनसे हम ये एक्सेप्ट कर सकते हैं कि हम दोषी हैं और हमें अपने कार्यों पर पछतावा है। अच्छी माफ़ी छोटी समस्याओं को बढ़ने से रोक सकती है और संघर्ष के समाधान में एक उपयोगी समाकरण है। Apology. If you have been offended, chances are you already know how far a simple apology can go toward restoring a strained relationship. Unfortunately, it is not always easy to offer an apology or to admit that we have done something wrong. Some people seem to have a more difficult time than others to have a more difficult time than others do when it comes to acknowledging their faults and making amends. Many factors, including our upbringing, age, gender, personalities, geographic location, religious, spiritual beliefs, and culture, can influence how skilled and comfortable we are in apologizing for our actions. The guide provides some tips for offering an effective apology. Since our primary apology language is how we recognize apology, we tend to give apologies in the same language. After all, if I am sorry means I will make a restitution, then we shall be tempted to make restitution when we want to apology. Even if the other person does not care about restitution, but does care about hearing us say, I was wrong. The ombudsperson offers conflict resolution services to all Mount Holyoke community members. The Ombuds Office is a safe environment for resolving difficult issues. Please feel free to contact the office for more information or for an appointment. An apology is a statement that expresses regret over an action or asks pardon for a fault or offense. An effective apology both acknowledges responsibility and expresses remorse. Statements such as, I am so sorry, how can I make up for this? And I won't ever do that again. Okay? Thank you for watching.